When you think of a city, what image comes to mind first? For many of us, it's the skyline, that striking line of buildings rising above the horizon, filled with glass, steel, light, and ambition. Skylines are more than just architectural achievements. They represent the heart of a city's character. They tell stories of rapid growth, bold design, cultural identity, and the desire to leave a mark on the world. Some cities build tall to impress, others to innovate, and a few manage to do both. In this video, we're taking you on a journey across continents to discover the most impressive skylines on the planet. From iconic giants that defined an era, to futuristic towers reshaping what cities can look like, these skylines are unforgettable for their scale, creativity, and impact. Whether you're drawn to the timeless beauty of classic high-rises or the daring shapes of modern megastructures, this list has something for you. So, sit back, look up, and get ready to explore the skylines that truly redefine what it means to build a city that touches the clouds. We start our journey in Asia, and there's no better place to begin than Hong Kong, a city where the skyline tells a story of ambition, resilience, and transformation. Once a small fishing village, Hong Kong became a British colony in the 19th century and grew into one of the world's most important financial centers, with a population of nearly 8 million people. After its return to China in 1997, it remained a global hub for trade, innovation, and high-rise development. Today, Hong Kong holds the title for the most skyscrapers of any city in the world, with over 560 buildings standing taller than 150 meters. Its skyline, stretching along Victoria Harbour, is framed by dramatic mountains and lit up by a sea of shimmering towers. Among the most iconic landmarks is the International Commerce Center, ICC, which soars to 484 meters, 1,588 feet, making it the tallest building in Hong Kong. On the opposite side of the harbor stands the two International Finance Center, a sleek and elegant tower reaching 412 meters, 1,352 feet. And then there's the striking Bank of China Tower, one of the city's most recognizable buildings, known for its bold geometric design and height of 367 meters, 1,204 feet. Whether viewed from the deck of the Star Ferry or the summit of Victoria Peak, Hong Kong's skyline isn't just tall. It's alive, constantly evolving and pulsing with the energy of a city that never stops reaching higher. From the iconic harbor of Hong Kong, we head inland to the heart of China, to a city many people have heard of, but few truly understand. Welcome to Chongqing, a city that's technically the largest in the world by administrative area. Unlike most cities that consist of a dense urban core, Chongqing is classified as a municipality directly under central government control, meaning its administrative boundaries include not just the city proper, but vast rural regions, mountains, and towns. The result? A mind-blowing land area of over 82,000 square kilometers. That's about the same size than the entire country of Austria, and nearly 40 times bigger than Tokyo's metropolitan area. With more than 32 million people living within its jurisdiction, Chongqing is a megacity both in scale and population. Its skyline rises from a rugged mountainous landscape where two great rivers, the Yangtze and Jialing, meet. The city is also known for its record-breaking bridges. The iconic Tiananmen Bridge, spanning the Yangtze, is the longest arch bridge in the world, with a main span of 552 meters, 1,811 feet. Equally striking is the Dongshuimen Bridge, a double-deck cable-stayed bridge over the Yangtze River, connecting the Yuzhong and Nan'an districts. Dominating the skyline is Raffles City Chongqing, a futuristic complex of 8 towers, 2 of which reach 354 meters, 1,161 feet, into the sky. Linking the towers is the Crystal, a massive sky bridge suspended 250 meters above ground. Inside the Crystal is a 360-degree observation deck, offering breathtaking views of the rivers and urban sprawl below. And for the brave, there's more. It also features a glass-bottom swing that lets visitors swing out over the edge of a skyscraper. It's not just for the thrill. It's an unforgettable experience that lets you soar high above the city, with nothing but glass and air beneath your feet. And Chongqing's engineering wonders don't stop there. In the Liziba district, a monorail famously runs straight through a residential building, thanks to a tunnel built directly into its structure, a creative solution to the city's limited flat land. With its extreme terrain, imaginative design, and unstoppable momentum, Chongqing's skyline is one of the most remarkable and original in the world. We now head southeast to the Pearl River Delta, to a city known for its speed, style, and soaring skyline. Welcome to Guangzhou, one of China's most dynamic urban giants and home to over 19 million people in its metropolitan area. With a history stretching back over 2,000 years, Guangzhou was once the southern gateway to the ancient maritime Silk Road. Today, it's a modern megacity and a major economic engine of China, serving as the capital of Guangdong Province, the country's most populous and wealthiest region. But what truly sets Guangzhou apart is its ever-evolving skyline, sleek, futuristic, and stretched along the banks of the Pearl River. At its heart stands the Canton Tower, a twisting icon that reaches 600 meters, 1,968 feet, into the sky. Once the tallest tower in the world, it remains one of the most striking structures on Earth. At the top, you'll find a glass observation deck offering jaw-dropping panoramic views. Just across the river stands the sleek Guangzhou International Finance Center, IFC, soaring to 438 meters, 1,437 feet. Nearby, the CTF Finance Center, an elegant super-tall structure, climbs even higher at 530 meters, 1,739 feet, making it China's fourth tallest building. But before these super-talls reshaped the skyline, it was the Guangzhou Telecom building that stood as the city's tallest, completed in 1990 at 213 meters, 699 feet. Together, these towers, past and present, form a skyline that balances cutting-edge design with a legacy of ambition and growth. Guangzhou's skyline stands as a powerful symbol of China's transformation and a city that reaches higher with every generation. From the towers of Guangzhou, we head south to one of the most futuristic cities on the planet, Shenzhen. Located just across the border from Hong Kong, Shenzhen has transformed in just over 40 years from a quiet fishing village into a global tech powerhouse with over 17 million people. Designated as China's first special economic zone in 1980, Shenzhen became a magnet for innovation, finance, and development, and its skyline tells that story in glass and steel. The centerpiece is the Ping An Finance Center, soaring to 599 meters, 1,965 feet, the fifth tallest building in the world. Its sleek silver form dominates the cityscape. Nearby is the KK100, a striking 442-meter, 1,449-foot tower with a smooth, curved design. Not far away stands the historic Chongqing Square, also known as the Diwan Building, once the tallest in China at 384 meters, 1,260 feet. Another standout is the China Resources Tower, known as the Spring Bamboo, which rises to 392 meters, 1,286 feet, and features one of the most elegant designs in Asia. But Shenzhen isn't just building upward, it's building outward. A prime example is the newly completed Shenzhen-Zhongshan Link, a massive cross-sea infrastructure project that connects Shenzhen with Zhongshan across the Pearl River estuary. Spanning 24 kilometers, it includes multiple bridges and even the world's first underwater expressway interchange. This engineering marvel, constructed at an estimated cost of 44.69 billion yuan, approximately 6.15 billion US dollars, has slashed travel time between the two cities from over 2 hours to just 30 minutes, boosting connectivity across the entire Greater Bay Area. What makes Shenzhen unique is that these towers aren't just for show. They house tech giants, financial hubs, and next-gen startups. With its strategic location next to Hong Kong and a skyline that reflects ambition and speed, Shenzhen has become a vertical symbol of China's future. From the innovation hub of Shenzhen, we head north to China's most cosmopolitan and iconic metropolis, Shanghai. Here, history and futurism collide in a skyline that captures the scale, ambition, and cultural fusion of a truly global city. With a population of over 25 million, Shanghai is China's most populous city and one of the largest urban centers on Earth. It's not only a global financial capital, but also home to the largest and busiest port in China and the world. The port of Shanghai plays a critical role in global trade, handling more cargo than any other port on the planet, and is a symbol of the city's unmatched connectivity and economic importance. Rising above the Huangpu River in the Pudong district is one of the most impressive skyline clusters on Earth. At its heart is the Shanghai Tower, a spiraling megastructure that reaches 632 meters, 2,073 feet, making it the tallest building in China and the third tallest in the world. Designed with a twisting form to reduce wind load and energy use, the tower features 128 floors, vertical zoning, and double-deck elevators. Its construction reportedly cost around 15.7 billion yuan, or approximately 2.4 billion US dollars. Right next to it stands the Shanghai World Financial Center, instantly recognizable for its trapezoid cutout near the top. At 492 meters, 1,614 feet, it's often nicknamed the bottle opener and is home to offices, sky lounges, and luxury hotels. Nearby, the elegant Jinmao Tower reaches 420.5 meters, 1,380 feet, blending modern engineering with traditional pagoda-inspired design. And then there's the tower that started it all, the Oriental Pearl Tower. Completed in 1994, this futuristic broadcast tower features multiple glowing spheres and a unique tripod-like base that some say resembles a sci-fi version of the Eiffel Tower. At 468 meters, 1,535 feet, it may not be the tallest anymore, but it remains Shanghai's most iconic architectural symbol, glowing in vibrant colors over the Huangpu River each night. Across the river, The Bund provides a completely different visual experience. A stunning lineup of colonial-era European buildings that speak to Shanghai's history as a 19th-century international port. From sea to sky, Shanghai combines cutting-edge architecture, economic dominance, and cultural heritage like no other city. With the world's busiest harbor, super tall skyscrapers, and a population rivaling entire nations, Shanghai's skyline is not just beautiful. It's a bold declaration of China's global presence. From the futuristic skyline of Shanghai, defined by its spiraling towers and powerful global presence, we move southwest to one of Southeast Asia's rising stars, Kuala Lumpur, the dynamic capital of Malaysia. With a metropolitan population of nearly 8 million, Kuala Lumpur offers a skyline that balances modern ambition with deep cultural roots. At the heart of this skyline stands Merdeka 118, reaching 678.9 meters, 2,227 feet, into the sky with estimated costs of around 1.5 billion US dollars. Completed in 2023, it is the second tallest building in the world, just behind Dubai's Burj Khalifa. With a sharply faceted facade inspired by traditional Malaysian patterns, Merdeka 118 represents national pride and forward momentum. Nearby, the famous Petronas Twin Towers still dominate with their sleek design and sky bridge, standing at 451.9 meters, 1,483 feet. Once the tallest buildings on Earth, they remain the tallest twin towers in the world and a symbol of Malaysia's technological leap into the 21st century. Also shaping the skyline is Menara Kuala Lumpur, KL Tower, rising 421 meters, 1,381 feet, above the forested hill of Bukit Nanas. And the Exchange 106, a gleaming new financial hub reaching 445 meters, 1,460 feet. What sets Kuala Lumpur apart is how these towers rise not in isolation, but alongside historic architecture, lush parks, and vibrant street life, creating a cityscape that tells both its past and its future in every direction. From the multicultural blend of Kuala Lumpur, we head northeast to the vibrant capital of South Korea, Seoul, a city where deep tradition meets futuristic energy. With a metropolitan population of nearly 25 million, Seoul is one of the largest and most dynamic urban centers in the world. Its skyline reflects the country's rapid transformation, a mix of ambition, cultural pride, and technological leadership. The most striking feature of the skyline is the Lotte World Tower, soaring to 555 meters, 1,821 feet. It's not only the tallest building in South Korea, but also the 6th tallest in the world. Inspired by Korean ceramics and calligraphy, this sleek skyscraper houses offices, luxury residences, a hotel, and the Seoul Sky Observatory, with breathtaking views over the Han River and the city's vast urban sprawl. Across the city in the financial hub of Yeouido stands the 63 building, rising to 249 meters, 817 feet. Once the tallest building in South Korea, its gold-tinted glass facade has made it a lasting symbol of Seoul's economic rise. Nearby is the impressive Park 1 complex, a twin-tower development featuring Park 1 Tower 1 at 333 meters, 1,093 feet, and Park 1 Tower 2 at around 248 meters, 814 feet. Together, they form a striking symbol of Seoul's modern financial power, housing offices, luxury retail, and the Fairmont Ambassador Hotel. South of the river, the Gangnam district adds a polished, international touch, filled with luxury towers, headquarters, and designer architecture that reflect Seoul's upscale, trend-setting side. Looking over the city from Mount Namsan is the beloved Namsan Seoul Tower, Seoul Tower, standing at 236 meters, 774 feet, including the mountain elevation. A landmark for both locals and tourists, it offers one of the most iconic night views of the city. What makes Seoul's skyline truly unique is its balance. Ultra-modern skyscrapers rise alongside historic temples, royal palaces, and forested hills. From Yeouido to Gangnam, from Namsan to the Han River, Seoul's skyline is a living reflection of a city that respects its past while embracing its future. Next, let's visit the most populous city in the world, Tokyo, the vibrant capital of Japan, and a city where futuristic skylines, dense urban energy, and centuries-old tradition coexist in harmony. With a metropolitan population of over 37 million, Tokyo is not only a global megacity, it's a visual statement of innovation and resilience. The most iconic structure is the Tokyo Skytree, reaching 634 meters, 2,080 feet, the tallest structure in Japan and the fifth tallest in the world. Completed in 2012, it functions as a broadcasting tower and features 2 observatories with sweeping views that stretch as far as Mount Fuji on a clear day. Another landmark is the Tokyo Tower, inspired by the Eiffel Tower, painted in white and orange, and standing at 333 meters, 1,093 feet. It has been a beloved symbol of Japan's post-war recovery and modernization since its completion in 1958. Meanwhile, over in Shibuya, the city's youth and fashion capital, Shibuya Scramble Square adds a bold new presence to the skyline. At its summit is Shibuya Sky, an open-air observation deck that offers one of the most stunning 360-degree views in Tokyo, especially at sunset, when the city begins to glow. At street level, the world-famous Shibuya Crossing, often called Shibuya Square, sees thousands of people cross from all directions with every light change. It's more than a junction. It's a symbol of the city's non-stop motion. In Shinjuku, the city's bustling business hub, the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building stands tall at 243 meters, 797 feet. Its twin towers house free observation decks offering dramatic panoramic views, a favorite among both locals and tourists. At night, the towers often light up with colorful illuminations and themed light shows, celebrating everything from seasonal festivals to major public events, adding even more character to the Shinjuku skyline. From Skytree to Shibuya, from neon-lit streets to quiet shrines, Tokyo's skyline is a citywide statement, always evolving, always alive. Dubai is a city that rose from the desert to redefine the modern skyline. With a population of over 3.5 million people, it's the largest city in the United Arab Emirates and uniquely global, with expatriates making up nearly 90% of its population. At the center of its dramatic skyline stands the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, reaching 828 meters, 2,717 feet. Completed in 2010 at an estimated cost of $1.5 billion. The tower is designed to resemble a desert flower and a spiral minaret. Its observation deck on the 148th floor, standing at 555 meters, 1,821 feet, holds the record for the highest observation deck in the world. In the upscale Dubai Marina, the skyline is lined with sleek towers like Marina 101, the tallest residential building in the city at 425 meters, 1,394 feet. Not far away is the Cayenne Tower, instantly recognizable for its dramatic 90-degree twist, a showcase of Dubai's flair for innovative design. On the city's edge stands the Burj Al Arab, a sail-shaped hotel rising 321 meters, 1,053 feet, from its own man-made island. Often called the world's most luxurious hotel, it's not just a place to stay. It's one of Dubai's most photographed and defining landmarks. Another unique structure is the Dubai Frame, standing 150 meters, 492 feet, tall. Plated in gold and shaped like a giant picture frame, it symbolically divides old and new Dubai, with a sky bridge at the top offering views of both. Dubai's skyline is a bold statement, a vision made real through speed, ambition, and engineering. From the tallest tower to the most luxurious hotel, Dubai continues to shape the future in steel, glass, and gold. From the UAE, we now journey to the USA and into the heart of one of the most iconic skylines on Earth, New York City. With a population of over 8 million, New York has long stood as a global symbol of ambition, resilience, and architectural power. the center of its ever-evolving skyline stands One World Trade Center, rising to 541 meters, 1,776 feet, a symbolic height that reflects the year of American independence. Completed in 2014, it's the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere and a powerful statement of recovery and strength. Not far away, the Empire State Building, completed in 1931, rises to 381 meters, 1,250 feet. For decades, it defined the skyline and remains one of the most recognized buildings in the world. Nearby, the Chrysler Building, with its iconic Art Deco crown, stands as a timeless symbol of early 20th century design. Today's skyline is reaching new heights. In Midtown, 432 Park Avenue climbs to 425 meters, 1,396 feet, with minimalist elegance, while Central Park Tower, the tallest residential building in the world, reaches 472 meters, 1,550 feet. In the heart of Manhattan, Central Park offers 843 acres, or about 3.41 square kilometers, of green space surrounded by towering skyscrapers. It's a rare urban contrast, a calm, open expanse nestled within one of the densest skylines in the world. In fact, Central Park is larger than the entire country of Monaco, highlighting just how much space this iconic park occupies in the center of New York City. A few blocks south, Times Square bursts with energy. Flashing lights, giant screens, and the pulse of entertainment and advertising that never stops. But New York's identity is shaped by more than skyscrapers. At the harbor stands the Statue of Liberty, a universal symbol of freedom welcoming visitors and immigrants since 1886. And connecting Manhattan to Brooklyn is the Brooklyn Bridge. Completed in 1883, an engineering marvel of its time and still a vital part of the city's daily rhythm. From historic icons to modern marvels, New York's skyline captures the spirit of a city that never stands still, always evolving, always reaching upward. Next, we travel to the American Midwest, to Chicago, a city where the skyscraper was born and architecture became an art form. With a metropolitan population of over 3 million, Chicago is the third largest city in the United States and home to one of the most visually striking skylines in the world. Towering above the city is the iconic Willis Tower, formerly known as the Sears Tower, which rises to 442 meters, 1,451 feet, and was the tallest building in the world when it was completed in 1973. Another standout is the 875 North Michigan Avenue, better known as the John Hancock Center, which climbs to 344 meters, 1,128 feet, and offers an observation deck with 360-degree views. Newer additions include the striking St. Regis Chicago, completed in 2020, At 363 meters, 1,191 feet, it's now the city's third tallest building and the tallest structure in the world designed by a woman, architect Jean Gang. Equally prominent is the Trump International Hotel and Tower, standing at 423 meters, 1,389 feet. Completed in 2009, it reflects the city's modern luxury and sits directly along the Chicago River, anchoring one of the most scenic parts of the Skyline. The Chicago River itself is a marvel, not just visually, but historically. In one of the most ambitious engineering feats of the 19th century, the river was reversed to flow away from Lake Michigan to protect the city's drinking water. It now winds backward through downtown, lined with walkways, towers, and some of the city's most stunning perspectives. Millennium Park invites visitors into open green space and culture, home to the famous Cloud Gate, known around the world as the Bean. Chicago's skyline blends architectural legacy, innovation, and ingenuity, a reflection of a city that built the blueprint for modern urban beauty. Now we head north to Toronto, the largest city in Canada and the economic heart of the country. With a population of 3 million, Toronto is one of the most diverse and dynamic cities in the world, and its skyline reflects that energy in steel, glass, and innovation. The most iconic structure by far is the CN Tower, once the tallest freestanding structure in the world. It rises to 553 meters, 1,815 feet, and remains a symbol not only of Toronto, but of Canada itself. Its Edgewalk, a hands-free walk around the outside of the tower's main pod, offers thrill-seekers a one-of-a-kind view, while its observation decks provide sweeping panoramas of the city. Right next to the CN Tower is another standout on the skyline, the Rogers Centre, formerly known as the Sky Dome. With its fully retractable roof, it was the first stadium of its kind when it opened in 1989. Home to the Toronto Blue Jays, the city's Major League Baseball (MLB) team. It's both a sporting venue and a recognizable part of the city's waterfront silhouette. Surrounding these landmarks is a growing cluster of high-rises. First Canadian Place, completed in 1975, stands at 298 meters, 978 feet, and remains one of Canada's tallest office towers. Toronto's skyline benefits from its setting. The towers rise along the edge of Lake Ontario, creating dramatic reflections and open views, especially at sunset. Whether viewed from the lake, the islands, or a rooftop downtown, Toronto's skyline blends architectural ambition with cultural depth, a city that proudly reflects the world back at itself. And finally, we end our journey in the Southern Hemisphere, in Sydney, Australia. Many people around the world mistakenly believe that Sydney is the capital of Australia. While it is the country's largest and most internationally recognized city, the actual capital is Canberra, located between Sydney and Melbourne. With a population of over 5.3 million, Sydney is a coastal metropolis known for its iconic architecture, natural beauty, and vibrant culture. At the center of it all is the Sydney Opera House, an architectural masterpiece with its sail-like shells rising above the harbor. Right beside it spans the legendary Sydney Harbour Bridge, affectionately nicknamed the Coat Hanger. Completed in 1932, it's one of the largest steel arch bridges in the world and a defining feature of the skyline. Whether you're driving across it, sailing underneath, or climbing to its peak, the bridge offers some of the best views in the city. Modern towers rise just behind. The tallest is Crown Sydney, completed in 2020 and standing at 271 meters, 889 feet. With its twisting glass form, it anchors the new Barangaroo district with luxury living, fine dining, and a casino. Another landmark is the Sydney Tower, reaching 309 meters, 1,014 feet, to its tip, with an observation deck that offers 360-degree views stretching from the Blue Mountains to the Pacific Ocean. What makes Sydney's skyline so remarkable is the way it merges with its setting. The city wraps around Sydney Harbour, creating a skyline that reflects on the water by day and glows with lights by night. Sydney's skyline isn't just a final destination. It's a celebration of balance between bold design and natural beauty. A perfect ending to our journey across the world's most impressive skylines. From east to west, from ancient harbors to futuristic towers, we've explored skylines that don't just define cities, they tell their stories. These architectural giants reflect history, ambition, culture, and the people who bring them to life every day. Thanks for joining us on this journey across the world's most stunning horizons. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know. Which skyline impressed you the most?